Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving.
In the sanctuary for this year. So I'm very glad that we may need encores or something, Dale, for organ recital. And I welcome you here, and I am very, very happy to be doing this service today, and that we all get to share a little bit about preparation. And in starting to prepare, I found this lovely, lovely morning has broken. So may we all enjoy it for our Prelude. Thinking about Dale a lot, and I found this, and that she got to have a moment of hearing this beautiful piano music and not being able to play it, you know, a little gift. So I welcomed all of you, and I brought a few things, as I often do if I'm doing the service. And I brought a few things because what they all do is they make me happy every time I look at them. And so I'll introduce you to some of our inanimate baby objects. This is Bubbles. Bubbles was made by my granddaughter, and so it's very, very special for me. Last year I found Luna, the hootie owl, that came to me as another gift. And so now Bubbles and Luna get to have time together. And a long time ago when I lived in Vermont, I found this amazing woodpecker. And she carved me this moon. And it just makes me smile. And this is an elephant, no name, honey, that my grandmother collected. She gave all her elephants to me, and I have gifted many of my elephants to my granddaughter. So this is 3 generations holding elephants. And this is my iceberg, which when I went to Newfoundland, I really wanted to see icebergs, and I never saw an iceberg, but this is a reminder that you don't have to see them to really know they're there and to feel how wonderful they are. So these are my little things that I wanted to bring along for all of us today. And with that, we'll take a moment for century silence. Just take a breath in and just hear and feel the vibration. And now, while you're all in this wonderful place from centering up, I'd like to do a little preparation exercise that I was taught, and I would like to share with you today. And we're going to breathe together. And so just get yourself comfortable. You can remember about those vibrations that you really felt. And we're going to first start by breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. You can do that any way you want, deeply, quickly, slowly, but just in and out through your nose. This is the purification breath for Earth. And the color, in and out through your nose, in and out through your nose, the color is yellow. And as you take your last in and out through your nose breath, just think and feel the earth's vibration with all of us right now. The earth. Next, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we are honoring the water element. Cleansing, flowing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. The water element is green. In through your nose, out through the mouth. Letting the water flow. letting you become liquid. Now your last in and out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Next, we're going to do fire. And you're going to breathe in through your mouth and out through the nose. So breathe in through the mouth, out through the nose. This is the burning, the fire. It's red. You can feel it in your belly. You can feel as you breathe in through the mouth, out through the nose. You can just feel it in your belly. You feel it, you're inhaling the fire, and you're exhaling the light. Breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose. Become light. Our next breath is the air. The air, spacing, expanding. Blue is the color. Breathe in through your mouth and out through your mouth. Just let yourself expand into the vastness. Let the wind blow through you. Breathe in through your mouth and out through your mouth. Let the spaces all in your body, let that breath in and out of your mouth come through. And then when you're ready, come on back here, check out each other, do a little look at your neighbor, little smile. I see those smiles. A little bit of happiness is here. And we are now, I was like, oh, poor girl, she gets to do this and then she has to hop on to the organ. But we are now going to do our opening song, Spirit of Life. Oh, thank you. You know what? Nope, the chalice lighting is going to happen after our opening song. Thank you. We're changing it up a little here. I wanted our Spirit of Life, and then keep that light thing going as long as we can. So stand as you're able. 1, 2, 3 in your book. Spirit of Life. And you each have, thank you, Dale, you each have a sheet in which is the additional verses. Well, I guess they're all the verses on the sheet as well. The Spirit of Life.
Oh
today with number 585. Called Counsels by Marge Piercy. 585. I will read the bold, and you will have to read the italics. Counsels. We must sit down and reason together.
Perhaps we should sit in the dark. In the dark, we could utter our feelings.
In the dark, we could propose and describe and suggest.
In the dark, we could not see who speaks, and only the words would say what they say.
No one would speak more than twice. No one would speak less than once.
Thus saying what we feel and what we want, what we fear for ourselves and each other into the dark.
Perhaps we could begin to listen.
The women must learn to dare to speak. The men must learn to pause to listen.
The women must learn to say, I think this is so.
The men must learn to stop dancing solos on the ceiling.
After each speaks, she or he will say a ritual phrase.
It is not I who speaks, but the wind. Wind blows through me, long after me is the wind.
And now we are going to sing hymn 298. Wake now, my senses. for the offertory song, we're going to listen to the garden song, which, you know, it might seem like the wrong season for it, but I couldn't help myself, and anyone who wants to sing along, go for it. Orla singing the garden song.
Row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below, till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. Need a place to call my own, cause the time is close at hand. Rain for rain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Till my body and my brain
Thank you all for remembering that we have Oprah in the back.
inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below, till the rain comes tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, seasoned with a prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her loving care. Old crow watching from a tree, he's got his hungry eye on me. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered thief up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below, till the rain comes tumbling down.
Thank you, Ira. That song, as I was thinking about what I was going to do, what I might say, how I might spend this time with you, what kind of invitation for me and you, because there is such reciprocity in being up here. And that song just kept going through my head. I was like, that's a springtime song. I was like, nope, it's an every time song. And so that song does seem like preparation. There's no inch by inch and row by row. It was just a little something. And you have to prepare for a little something. And of course it's fall. And I am feeling within myself that beginning, even though it's really warm, that beginning pull of going within the winter. I've been canning lots, putting things up, the squirrels are putting their little things away, and I'm putting my little things away. And I also have found in the last couple of years, in the fall, I open up a drawer and go through it. Things that I don't need, I put in a box to give to somebody else. So I've got things to give to you, to send along. And you know, that feeling of preparing, that I'm clearing out so that I get to go within. And, you know, and there's something, very practical about this preparation, I have a small house. It's easy to get too much. But there also is something deeper, that it is that acknowledgement of I'm preparing. I'm preparing for this time of the year. I'm preparing for another step in my own life. And I'm preparing my kitchen for more harvesting and for clearing out for what's necessary for me to begin the journey, to go within again. So, preparation is often viewed as a mixed bag, sometimes seen as a total waste of time. It clearly is a disruption to autopilot, or taking mechanical steps that are rote, that we just plug in and go. And often it's a barrier, it's seen as a barrier to getting something done that needs to get done. So why don't we just do it, right? Why don't we just do it? What are we waiting for? Before I go a little deeper into preparation, I want to share what I learned or relearned about the difference between preparation and planning. And preparation is more like devising steps on a roadmap, right? What you need to do to get to the goal, to get to something. And it assumes a certain amount of predictability and control. And I know for me, I can fall into the big planning thing because it seems like my very good way of controlling things. But preparation is the process of getting ready and the flexibility to more handle the unexpected changes and the unseen potential. Both those things. Essentially, as I started kind of synthesizing this in my own head, planning is the what and how, while preparation helps you to handle both your plan and what you didn't plan for. And of course, whether we're feeling it or not feeling it or however it's things, we as a congregation are in preparation. We, after 25 years, are going to say goodbye to our minister in their role as minister. And there's lots of things that could be going on in our minds about what if, how, when, where, I mean, countless things. And I feel that we are in preparation. We may not have a plan yet. We may not, blah, 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 but we are prepared. And we are in a season of preparing, right? I thought this was a good time for me, the reality is almost every time I'm up here, there's some call within myself to explore something about me that I've learned. I usually am not sitting in a boat by myself. There's usually a lot of us coming along, right? So come along on the boat with me. Benjamin Franklin said, good old Ben, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. I don't think that's quite true, but it's pretty spot on. I think what I would say is that the lack of preparation feels more like a million little paper cuts that get us grounded in worry and circular thinking and almost an unnoticed bad feeling. And so, you know, I am here trying to lean in about preparation and how I might do that. And so I had in my mind, you know, David and your clarity about retiring, us accepting that in our congregation was what was kind of first on my mind. But then what happened as I delved back into the UU teachings and the literature, I realized that what was happening is a spiritual preparation. That in order to prepare as a congregation on the practical level, we also need to take care of ourselves, preparing on a spiritual level. And in the UU literature, it says that the theme of preparing emphasizes that thoughtful, deliberate preparation is essential for spiritual growth, ethical action, and building a more just community. There we are. Here we are. What did we just hear? What do we want to build? What are we embracing? Those things. So I've been flooded with a whole lot of memories about my own lessons around growth, the deepening value of preparing and not preparing. And I thought, okay, let's step back a little bit more. So now I've got this really big picture about spiritual, practical, and then, well, what about it? What is that? And why? So I'm still in the why, which I know sometimes can be a really deep, unrelenting shovel, why, but what are the benefits of preparation? And so I went on a search about the benefits of preparation. The first thing it said over and over, wherever I looked, was it reduces stress and anxiety by increasing a sense of control and confidence. So when we're prepared, we feel a little better. Not that we're not shaking in our boots or whatever, but we're more prepared. You know, we're less shaky than we might have been. It enhances performance and effectiveness because one of the things that happens in this process is we get clearer. In our preparation, we get a little clearer. And it saves time in terms of how you plan. That if you're not prepared and you start planning, it takes up a lot of time to plan because you're not prepared. And it fosters, this one I thought was just great, it fosters resilience. And what do we need today? Boy, there's a lot of things that we need, but resilience is certainly up there at the top of the list, right? Because there's a lot that feels like it's knocking us all down. So I am going to get to what preparation, honest to God, I am. But I did want to just share a learning quickly, and that was that a few years ago I went through an intensive Wabanaki training for the volunteers of the National Park Service. And they talked about what several of our sessions were around the truth and reconciliation process that happened here in Maine, which we are the only state that has ever engaged in a true truth and reconciliation process with any tribe. And one of the things that happened over and over is that we, the white folks, we did our little session, did our little thing, and then we were ready to move on. And tribal members still wanted to share their story. They still needed to share their story. We still needed to hear the story. And it feels like such a recognition of preparation that, you know, it's easy to just push on, click the boxes, all right, here we go. And so, here we are. I'm at the spiritual preparation part. And what I was reading and hearing and relearning and sometimes learning for the first time was spiritual preparation in our UU community is readying our hearts and minds. We're encouraged to participate in spiritual practices. I mean, it might be journaling, it might be meditation, it might be prayer, it might be dancing, it might be all kinds of things. And then awareness in daily life, paying mindful attention. And I know out of my crazy life, if I can spend 5 minutes a day just being completely present and mindful about where I am, it makes a difference. And the next thing that they talked about in terms of spiritual preparation as a congregation is preparing for social action. Preparing for social action. Well, aren't we in the perfect time to be doing that? And so that, you know, how we begin to link ourselves up to the resources around spiritual discernment and preparation for collective action and guiding in terms of, for each of us, our strengths that we bring to each other and to this community. And then in preparation, there's the being, the personal reflection and growth. And that is self-examination, deep listening, and openness, which leads to back to community. Preparation is absolutely essential and necessary for community. That there is a way. How do we stay, become, get better at being a welcoming and inclusive community? How do we take what happened at some juicier, more active part of this congregation and honor that and create the juice now? Bring it along, put more in that. It's not, the cup is not going to, there's plenty of room in it. And then our organizing, just how we come together, the way that we're coming together, the preparation for fun, the preparation for cleaning this up, all of this is getting ready. All of this is preparing. And then it talked about worship readiness. That there are materials that we can use, bringing our library to life, finding different ways to share about these things together, engaging us. 5 minutes of engagement prepares us in a way that, maybe more time not engaged doesn't. It's that being ready, getting ready, preparing, being a part of. And the last thing that they said was it's a constant process. There's so much in life that we wish was one and done. Could I wanted to swear, but I caught myself. What is that? That's pretty big. That's a big plus for me that I caught myself. 99 out of 100 times I do not. But how many times are we back on our knees saying, I thought I learned that lesson. I thought that, I thought I was done with this. It's a constant thing. And what was the most surprising about getting ready for today was that this sense of however it is that we come together, our own selves in our lives outside of this building, here within us as a congregation, a long congregation, that the resilience, that the more we acknowledge the value, the joy, the happiness, not just the work of preparing, the more resilient we are. And the more resilient we are, the easier it is to have a smile. The easier it is to recognize I've got a little something more that I can share and give to you. And of course, what almost always happens, right, is when we give, it comes back. And it's all that same jar. We're all putting it in the same jar. And so, we're going to end with a song that I recruited Ira. It's one that we haven't sung together before. It comes out of my world of the dances of international peace that stems from the mystical Sufi world. And you have it in your bulletin. So it seemed fitting that as we ended today around preparation, that I would be reminded that we can share. I open my eyes to you. And Ira's going to play it. It's little. He's going to play it. Then he's going to sing it. Then Ira and I are going to try to sing it. I'm going to turn this off. And then we're all going to try to sing it together.
Yeah, this is real fun. We got three timing changes in it. So we had fun figuring it out. We go from 6/8 to 3/8 to 4/4.
Raise our hearts to the sun.
I just want to thank you all for sitting in the boat with me for an hour. It was really fun, and your smiles are just amazing. And I have few words to just express how incredibly grateful I am to be able to be with you all, to be in this congregation, and to be preparing together. So with that, we're closing.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in today. If you'd like to show your support, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel if you're not already subscribed, and help us out by sharing this message by clicking the share button. If you'd like to make a monetary donation to you, Church Houlton, there is a link to our online donations in the video description down below. And again, thank you so much, and have a blessed day.